Today Velma gets a little upgrade. We are going to put some brass pieces on the rear axle. There's this piece and two pieces of the portal box, which is pieces I resourced from AliExpress. I have them right here, so without further ado, let's put these on her. First we will remove the tires and get the rear axle out of there. The axle is of the vehicle. This is the axle that I came on the Flunko. Flunko is the vehicle I won on the Crowler Canyon YouTube channel. These are the brass parts that are now going in from the portals, and then these parts, I don't know exactly how these are called, but as you can see there's a lot of screws over here. I've taken portals apart, but as I can see first glance there's like 6, 8, 10 screws, maybe a couple inside. So yeah, let's take them apart and see where all these screws are supposed to be. Just a quick one. I have all the brass on the scales and we are at 171 gram. So we are adding 171 gram. I will put the plastics on here later to see how much we take off, and then the difference is what we gain. I did one part of the axle. Everything fits really nice. That is bonus points because I resourced all these things from AliExpress and they fit really nice together. The machining is really good. It fits perfect, and I can tell you already it adds a lot of weight. These are the three parts that came off, and there's still some grease on there, and they weigh 12 grams. So together it's 24 grams, and I'm adding 171, which will be almost 147 grams extra. You can really feel this. So I think this will really help Velma out to keep the rear down on a descent. Her weight distribution was more like closer to 65-35, so I will shift a little bit, 60-40 probably, but yeah, she needed it. The weight was the rear was too light. I will do the other side also. I don't know if anybody is interested in this thing. I can tell, yeah, two main things. There are 2, 6, 8, 3 inside, 11 screws in this one, and the gears in here are immense. They are made to drive a tank. That's it's incredible. So maybe I can just quickly take this apart to show you what I'm talking about. The other one must also be loose, so we take this off. Now there's 3 screws in here. This is the little part. Yeah, the new one is this one. And it's there's a left and a right one, because you're supposed to do the screws in from this side. So there is actually a left and a right one. So these go in here. It's these 3 screws, and then this one goes straight on. It's a really nice and tight fit. And then maybe I just take this one apart to show you. There's an additional 8 screws just to keep this portal box closed. 8 screws, man. Traxxas is not messing with you. Unbelievable. So they're all out now. Yep. Let's just quickly dump them on here, and then I will show you what's inside, because I hadn't seen that. So these are Traxxas gears. This one comes out here. Look at what a gear this is. How big and beefy. That's not normal. All the material is really strong. Maybe it's too strong. I don't need this, but I need some bearings out of there. And then there's this one. Look at what a gear, man, unbelievable. I need bearings out of this one also. It's unbelievable how big this is. Just putting it aside, take the pin out. But I need this stub axle, because this stub axle helps me to get bearings out. Well, it did on the other one. Yep, there's one. Don't need this anymore. This one goes in here. Yep, get off and get in. It fits really just perfect. And there's another one over here. Yep, that one is out. Look at the bearings. Even the bearings. This is not a 5mm stub, that's a 6mm. Man, that's no wonder these things have the reputation of being indestructible. They are. It's because they are. Can I get this small bearing out of here? There's a little bit of fiddling on the other one also. There he is. And that one goes in here. Something like this. Come on, sir. I have to line you up correct, and then yep, just drop. They just drop in. There's really it's really interesting. If you need more weight on the rear axle of your Traxxas vehicle, this is really nice. Yeah, since we're at it, there's really nothing to it. Just put it back together. They are well greased, but since they are open, I'm going to take the chance to add a little bit of the extra grease. Where is it? Over here. This one fits in here. Yep, perfect. Let me get some extra grease. Liquid moly, that's the one I prefer. Depending on what we're greasing, I also use red and tacky, but for the gears I mostly use liquid moly. Yep. And it's in if you're wondering what it is, it's this thing, liquid moly, but I do it in a syringe to make it easier. And then these two parts go back together. Let me see, do they turn? Yeah, they turn. Grease needs to find its way, and there we go. And that's just put all the bolts back in and you're done. Put it back on the axle, and if I'm quick, I can still do a test drive while it's light. Don't do this with a machine. One of these days it goes wrong. Now this is all nice brass things. So I cannot just ruin the plastic. So yeah, that one is not going. We do the rest with a screwdriver. That's how we finish them up. One more, and all the rest is by hand. There's also, yeah, so this part is done. I will just quickly, before I forget when I put it together, maybe I can better count them. 4, 5, I need to have 8, and there's 7 and 8, and then there's this piece. That's also 3 screws in here, so it doesn't fall off. It won't fall off. Is it loose? Not yet. Yeah, everything's out. And here's your drive shaft, which is also a really nice, really big, strong drive shaft. Looks like new. Yeah. So I will finish this one up, and I'll be back. Last wheel to be mounted back on, and then yeah, she's ready to test this thing. I will just do a quick test on the bench to see if she rides, and then before we go outside we'll put it on the scales and see what she actually weighs now. I will do that off camera because the phone that does the recording is also the phone that's connected to the scales. As you understand, that will not work. Where's the radio? Velma is on. Let me see, where's the button? 2, 3, 4, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a Rhino V40. We got a, what's the motor? That's a 9i mod. It's a short one, a 3532. It's a 2050 kV. Since we have all these reduction in the Traxxas-Axles, that is not a bad thing, not a bad place to be. This is the two-low gearbox. As you can see, we set it up off-center, so it's on the outside with the engine partially above the slider. But we did the same thing on the other side. The battery is also partially inside, partially on the slider. We have our servo mounted down here, and the ESC and the receiver are on top here. I think there's a video on Velma somewhere on the channel. This is a bracket to put a GoPro on, but I might change that into a bracket to put a driver figure in. Now this spur gear, I might need to fiddle something to find something, or I keep it as is. We will see what happens. So we have two things now. Yeah, steering is okay. That 9i mod is really fast. It's a direct powered servo. So we have extra weight in the rear, which should really help on places like the corkscrew when descending, other descents also. And then we have these tires, of course, our mixed racing off-road tire. It's actually a pin tire. ReVolt inserts in there, some extra brass on the front axle, as you can see, and now we have a little bit brass on the rear axle. So without further ado, I will do the scales first, and then we will meet outside. So we put it on the scales. It will be somewhere on the screen. The editor will take care of that, but let's just see what we have now. That was a really nice first pull. For those paying attention, this is not our day-to-day tire. We are doing a tire test on mixed racing pin tire, which came out recently, and yeah, Velma is doing a pack on it. So now the main reason to get the brass on there was to get a little bit more stability on descending, and especially on the corkscrew. This should be helpful. I think you can see, we can all agree that was really nice. It was really nice and stable. She was too light. She is now close to the 60/40. I think it still is 61/39. So also on these steep climbs like this, it should help. Do these grab? Did I have a bad approach? Of course, her overall weight gained something now. Almost. There she goes. A little bit sideways over the top. And then there's of course another descent, which should no longer be a problem. There was always that line, a little bit of fear that she was tilting over, but no longer. I believe I saw on the scale she's close to 3 kilograms now. It's of course Traxxas-Axles and then all the extra brass on them. Try to keep her a little bit center in the picture. I will also drive her on her Jetco grabbers, her daily tire, and see how that goes. Okay, I'm on this side, which is a better position to go into, for me at least it is, to go into the reverse corkscrew, cut in. Yep, grab that rock. That should be good enough. Really stable. It's full flex, but she's still really composed and stable. Now, I was wondering if the extra weight... No problem. It's a little bit chill outside now. It was a nice day in Belgium. It was really warm, but it's getting colder now. I think we are close to 5 degrees. So I want to see if these tires work both in cold and warm conditions. Did a little test on the team car earlier on, and they were really good. But I also want to see them on Velma, as Velma is a rig running pin tires as a day-to-day tire. So let's do some crazy stuff. I don't know how much light the camera still picks up, because it's a little bit getting a little bit dark. I don't know if I can grab the ledge. I can, and passenger front also. Let's cut back a little bit. Yep. Don't give up. Yes. Can we now? I need the skid to get over. It's always a little bit working on this one. She's moving all ways, all sides. Yes. You needed to find the exact line. She did it, real nice. Let's just quickly do a hard line on a plumb, which is try to get up on the right side, on the right hand side, on the passenger side. Maybe we need a little bit more cut in over here. Wow, that was strange that she did not tilt over. Maybe a little bit more juice. Yes. I don't need to go up all the way. I saw enough. That rear weight is really helping. She's doing real nice. Oh, we got some extra light. It's nice to have some lights. I'm really happy with new settings in the ESC. And we do some crazy stuff. Yeah, we can do some crazy stuff. We are going to take the soft side now. It's still a descent, but we're going to take soft side, which is wall side. Get over, perfect. I'm going to also take soft side over here. Well, it still is crawling, but and now we want to see how she descends on the steepest part. Oh, she's staying really composed. Yeah, no problem at all. Really nice, Velma. Let's finish it up on plumb. That's a really strange approach, but yep, there she goes. Can we cut all the way back? Yeah, the rears are really, that extra weight is really helping. There's more grip down there now. Yeah, that was probably completely out of frame. Yep, perfect. You can stay over there, Missy. Yeah, what can I say? The extra brass weight in the rear really does her good. She's more composed. The weight balance is a little bit better, and it's blacked out brass, so it doesn't really show. I like it that way. But yeah, Velma did good. She's now, let's say, on 95% with the ESC tuning and the brass in the rear. And the tires, this is not a final tire test, but somewhere in between. There will be a tire test video up on this one. Maybe it's before Velma's video, maybe it's after that one. But yeah, I hope you come back and see what happens with her next, and maybe come back to see how the tires did. And for now, I will close this one up and wish you all a good day and see you on the next one. Bye.